Hello, this is your disabled combat veteran after 9/11, Michael Commiso. And my battle buddies are on. Well, hey, instead of I'm 40, and apparently we're uptight human beings living on planet Earth in outer space. I feel like we should be chilling in outer space because there's life in outer space. That's good enough for Commiso. There's life in outer space. That's good enough for Commiso, right? But on planet Earth, you, I don't know, like, I'm your disabled combat veteran after 9/11, and that keeps popping in my mind. I don't think when somebody wins a medal, when I when I was on the wrestling team, I felt good that I won first place on the wrestling team. You know, and yeah, I don't feel like when I earn my medals, I rub my medals in everybody's faces. If that's what is getting on everybody's nerves back home, that I point out that I'm a disabled combat veteran after 9/11, like for me, so and my battle. So I don't understand the world on the internet. How can people get mad at each other so fastly? Uh, it's easy to blame technology. It's easy to blame something. That's what the problem is. Somebody always blaming somebody else's, and nothing's gonna get done and fixed. And I'm like, I'm a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. I'm 40 years old. I didn't mean to get old that fast back home. And I understand people got their own lives back home. But see, I don't know if you're that uptight on the internet and don't know how to come together as people because you watch each other live 24 hours a day. Nowadays, you really don't have to even everything's live. You don't even have to see human beings no more. You all see each other live on the internet. So that people forget how to shake hands and give each other hugs. Or you're that uptight on the internet. I don't know. I don't feel like I feel like that I had to come back home and explain myself like that. Why? Like, because everybody has to go to court. No, I feel like the system is known by now. Everybody don't want to get in trouble with the law. I have no disrespect to the law because it's for our safety. America came up for ourselves to protect ourselves as an Americans, and it's but that's not how it works. Because it feels like how many people nowadays are only in trouble with the law because you owe money, you own a fine to the law, right? You got all this money to the law. They don't want crime, but they take a lot of money for as the law. But our taxes, their jobs, they get paid to serve to be a law enforcement. They don't get underpaid as a lot. I highly doubt that. Because it's America. We got good jobs in America. So I don't know. Over the years, a few people took certain job just to screw my life over on purpose. While I'm sitting there like, I did something really good serving my country. I want my battle buddies to talk good about themselves. I don't know if everybody back home wants me to talk good about myself because it's how you got mad at me. I was happy on the internet. I feel people come together and see somebody happy on the internet, and that's when they screw your life over. Is that what you teach your kids? That's my hometown law. How to bully your hometown hero as my hometown law. As a disabled combat veteran after 9/11, Michael Commiso in my past. No, it took a lot of effort to get angry at Commiso. Even when I was on the wrestling mat, I was so nice of a guy in school as a shy, quiet kid. It took a whole lot for me to get angry at the wrestler. That was maybe that's why as I was getting older, I was just tired. I was hungry, and I was trying to make weight all the time, and so I was tired and hungry because I know I was strong enough to pick up my wrestler. If my coach trained me to pick up the heaviest wrestler on the team, I picked the wrestler over my shoulder. And we had to walk back and forth with my wrestler over my shoulder. And I did it really well. And it was that 200 some pound, whatever heavier wrestler that they gave me to pick up. I was doing this with my freshman year. I was a little tiny Italian Irish American man in an American school, and I was picking up heavy guys on my freshman year on the wrestling team. So I knew I could pick up the wrestler, but I felt like, well, as you get more experience as a wrestler, they teach you more wrestling moves, and I think that distracted me. I To get somebody in a fancy wrestling move, it takes a whole lot goddamn effort to put somebody in a fancy wrestling move. I had teenaging, growing up pains in America at some kind of breakfast club that I wasn't invited to school because I didn't know that if there was, and I didn't get no breakfast, and I had to eat whatever was going on in it or around the corner in the house. So I had to make weight. It's hard to make weight all the time. I A bodybuilder told me you have to have some weight. You can't be really skinny and how you going to gain muscle if you have no weight? I didn't say become really fat, but I was 160. I felt like everybody was like 160 their freshman year. No, 160 is like the lowest you got. It's like lightweight. Isn't 160 lightweight? So the heavyweight is 200 pounds. I guess 200 pounds is like heavyweight, I guess. You know, just making me 200 pounds on the wrestling team, I probably could have pinned everybody. Because that was my main purpose on the mat. I felt happy to make my wrestling coach happy and the wrestling team when I pinned you as Commiso. And I was done, or I was all done. The faster I pinned you, the faster I could go eat. And I was tired. But I was pinning everybody. There was I'd say about three wrestlers I, it was Hamilton School and Lawrence School and Princeton School. Somehow, the richer school around here, I was apparently Ewing Township is my Trenton. So I guess Ewing Township is a poor township because it's close to a city. I guess that's how they determine what it. You live close to a city, that means that it's a ghetto and it's you're poor. But we have to pay high taxes. And why is there any type of ghetto? It doesn't make any sense. You're America. There should be no ghettos in America because we're Americans. Then we figure out how to. So I already feel like they already fixed that back in time. Because I don't know how long ghettos been around, but whatever. I felt like my coaches in my wrestling team put in my mind that the richer schools paid off referees. And over times I felt like that because it felt like Winston, Lawrence, and Hamilton came together because they're not that as poor of a township as I guess you're closer to Trenton. I don't know how you rank. I don't understand the rank. I'm an American soldier and I'm a disabled combat veteran. And I don't know what rank I am on the street as a disabled combat veteran, but I understand the system around here. Well, anyways, I always had trouble with three wrestlers, and I pinned everybody else or something. It was something like that. In my beginning year of my freshman year, it felt like I was pinning everybody my freshman year and my sophomore year. When my junior year came around, felt like everybody wanted to pick a fight with me in school or something. Felt like everybody wants me to get in trouble so I get this. That's you don't even have to talk about news of somebody if you get them in trouble with the news because you're not going to talk about that person no more. So you don't want to get in trouble. Everybody don't want to get in trouble with the law. Nobody wants to get in trouble with the internet. And I'm a disabled combat veteran still pops in my mind. It makes me smile when I said I'm a disabled combat veteran after not. Does that take the court back home in my hometown that I'm having a good time back home? I feel like that's what happened. On the wrestling team, I felt happy. I was more happier just to pin you so I could go eat some a hoagie or whatever Gatorade. I was eating healthy, I was eating whatever they said, whatever I was eating whatever they put in front of me, whatever. And then on weekends, I can. I was so healthy, I could eat a whole pizza pie. So there were times when I was on the wrestling team that I felt like, you know, I needed some more weight. This guy was bigger than me. Everybody that they put in front of me was like bigger than me. And I know I felt stronger when I was wrestling. I was working out and doing curls and training. And that gym, every every place that I had a memory around here closed all the stores and the damn. What the hell's going on back home? Well, anyways, I was strong. I pick up the heaviest wrestler on the team. So I could have been just super tired on the wrestling, man. Because I don't know. There's more. Apparently, that's the conflict in high school. The teachers try and teach you this more than school, and everybody in high school got mad because we was in school, and I felt like everybody was happy in middle school. Yeah, maybe there was some bullies here and there, and some conflict. There was not that much conflict in middle school than going to high school. Because I guess everybody now you gotta get an A to get in college. Don't even try to get a B to get in college. You got to get an A in every class to get in college. You can't get a B to get in college. So go have a nervous breakdown because you got to get an A in that class. And there's got A's and B's and C's and D's and everything. Apparently, as long as you get a D in that class, that's still a passing grade to get a D in that class. But you got to get an A to go to college. In middle school, we're all happy kids, and you tell American kids your dreams can come true because this is the United States of America, and all American kids can dreams can come true in America. That's what they taught me in school in middle school, and then I was like, maybe I had some kind of mental block of, you know, my uncle Leon died, my grandpa died on my mom's side, and grandmom died on my dad's side, and I was still kind of young. And maybe that was this distraction on the wrestling team. Maybe I felt like I was distracted on the wrestling match. First, when I don't know how blind people can get, but when I took off my glasses, I couldn't see anything in front of me. So I tried to, yeah, I see the other team. They said, Commiso, you're up next. I said, no. No. I said, oh, man, it's my turn to go wrestle somebody. Now they're all going to stare at me and judge me. Then hopefully I get an A on the wrestling team. Because, I don't know, being in sports in high school or is that considered a grade? I don't know. I didn't see that grade in me being on the wrestling team. So I, I almost got 3.0 average. I guess I feel like I got an average of the 4 years of a 3.0 average GPA letter. But they didn't include that I had distractions on the wrestling team. See, when you're in the military, they told me that my credit of being in the military counts the credit of going to college. So why can't that be credited as a sport, as a wrestler in the high school? Because I'm distracted trying to get, you know, giving me the hardest goddamn wrestler. And I felt like I was getting the hardest goddamn wrestlers on every school that I went to. Because every school I went to, they got bigger and bigger and bigger. And I was like, I'm still the same. I'm still the same. I feel like I'm around the same height I was in high school as now. Commiso didn't get that. Commiso's there's tall Commisos and tall McHughes, and I'm just short. I don't know how many short people there are in my family. I I was so distracted in high school that I forgot to grow in high school. Because on the wrestling team, I know he said, "Hey, Commiso, go over there and jump rope so you can intimidate the other wrestler. That's why you jump rope." And I was just jump roping because I was having fun. Felt when I was on the Commiso, I want Commiso mind of state. I don't want this some kind of hack my mind and trying to brainwash me, kind of acting like people can actually get brainwashed nowadays. And I'm like, how's that possible? But they're asking if there's robots on the internet, so I guess there's a chance they could get brainwashed somehow. So when I was on the wrestling team, they got my teammates, they got the coaches. So yeah, I was pressured and I was like tired. I guess they try to psych out the other wrestling team. and I was just being Commiso. I said, you know, I put on my see in a way my home when you do wrestling on a wrestling team in your homes in high school or you don't have time you really don't have time to listen to music. So I try to block out everybody into my I put music on sitting there. I said, man, I felt like I put music down when I was sitting there. So y'all told me to get up and do jump rope. Y'all told me to do that and that. I was like, that's why I was tired. You told me to do jump ropes. Guys, like out this kid. And so on time I was like, well, if I didn't do them jump ropes, I would have some energy to pin this kid by now. I think I was a teenager and I took wrestling practice every day. I felt like I was warming up to do this. Commiso was warming up enough to do that. I just wanted to listen to Rocky, and they distract me from listening to Rocky, the music, before I had a routine before I got on the wrestling mat. If they just let me do my routine to get on the wrestling mat, I'd be okay. But then you all psych me to psych me out. Then I think I psyched my own goddamn psych out. I said, did I do enough jump ropes? I don't know. I asked Coach later if I did enough. When I was doing key jump ropes, I felt like when I was on the wrestling team, you know how you go to gym? That's the class. I was on the wrestling team in the gym class, and I was doing jump class. I said, the teachers are looking at me. The more jump ropes I do, they will give me an A today and leave me alone. And then everything will be okay. So I'm like, listen to music, jump roping, and I'm trying to focus the wrestling, man. I think I focus too much. I should have just been the kid. You all psych me. Because that's the thing you do to your kids in the world on the internet as an adult. You psych out your kids. You told your kids that in the world, everybody can make it in the world. But that's not the case. You all find you get jealous of us. I don't understand jealousy. Yeah, he was like, you know, it'd be cool to be Rocky. Guy got some girls in that movie. Well, he got one girl, but you know, that's why Rocky so got mad. As Rocky got famous, you know, Adrian was upset about that and everything. That's how simple that movie. You know, I understand Rocky. That's why I was. Well, I feel like I psyched myself out on the wrestling because everybody's yelling at me. I'm like, why's everybody yelling at me? I'm nice to everybody. So when I went to basic training, I said, I don't know this drill sergeant. Why is he yelling? I didn't know why he yelled at me. He was Drill Sergeant Smith. So I guess I was trying to, you know, you know, I don't think I didn't want to. Yeah, you're not supposed to kiss ass and get a brown nose or go out. I just try to figure out Drill Sergeant Smith over the time I was in. Why he yelled at me? Because the other drill sergeant was I didn't piss off any other drill sergeant. Except well except there was two drill sergeants. There was Drill Sergeant Smith and I forgot the older drill sergeant name. And it's because I was only reason why I got in trouble is because I was standing up for my battle buddy in the basic training. I could have just did my own thing and I was helping my battle buddy and I could have got in trouble. That's the kind of guy I was in the military, and I feel like that's the kind of wrestler I was on the wrestling team. I don't want to get anybody mad and keep yelling at me. I was a shy, quiet kid. I'm noise. If I had to have noise, it'd be like music or something. Everybody having a good time and dancing. So why everybody has that? We have to know about bad things all the time sucks, for one. There'll be no internet and television if there's always bad things and stuff on the internet television. So I am your disabled combat veteran after 9/11, Michael Commiso in my battle buddy. And I went further than the wrestling team. Commiso has to know, don't beat you up. I felt bad. I still even my I didn't wrestle my senior year, and I felt like there was some kind of I don't know if everybody likes me in school anymore because I didn't wrestle my. They all. I felt like I was getting ready for military. I think in my mind that I was trying to give myself a break from wrestling my senior year because I really was. I was a really hard. I don't know. You can say what you want on some kind of high school talk or internet talk or how people talk on the streets or I don't know. Understand that because we don't have to have conflict on the streets if everybody brings up the streets all the time. Well, whatever. That's not. I have to get back into my state of the Commiso mind. I survived the war to come back home to lose to my hometown court back home. I think I deserve more respect than that. Graduated basic training. How many people at court graduate from basic training? I know, but why do I have to? Why is that negative even presented to us? As a human or as Americans or everybody, we're human beings. We was taught as kids around the world, we're all human beings and be nice to each other. And you won't graduate or you get in trouble in school and get to go. You won't get to go to college and you screw your life over. Now everybody in the world is poor and we're all peasants in the world because y'all trying to get each other in school and or you can't get the job you want and you can't save the money you want. And I don't understand that. So I must somehow became like Fred Tate on a wrestling mat. I don't know if it's possible to be a Fred Tate, Find Tate, or whatever that movie was called. I forgot again. Because I knew what to do to pin this guy, but you put all these obstacles in my way. That's what we do. I was in basic training and they put all these obstacles in my way. And I felt like I've shot the range. I don't know how many times I have to keep going down the range. Finally shot the middle. I felt like I got enough bullets in the target. If my target's not down, there's something wrong because Commiso got enough. I said, are you happy, Drill Sergeant? What can I do? So the drill sergeant won't yell at me today. But I felt like I was just going to the range and the drill sergeant's going to help me shoot down the range. I sweat and I wore glasses and I got nervous because I never shot a weapon down the range. I'm from New Jersey. I apologize. I didn't get a chance to understand the southern of America. Or I prefer my meal in the grocery store and happy with that by the Americans. And I still go back in time and I didn't wrestle my senior year. And I still feel pounds and pounds. So I can't be a bad person. I do have a conscience. I don't know if that's because the internet has a conscience or something. Or I know I do, and I feel like what's everybody's issue? Are bullying me and picking on me, and you're the ones calling me a name, and trying to get me in trouble over a name. And I'm like, how easy is for people not to get angry at somebody because you're the ones bullying that person, calling that person a name. So the conflict doesn't even have to be there. But you put that conflict to get mad at somebody on purpose. And that's not how my American law works. Or I'm still a citizen as an American. I feel serving your country and born in the USA should make you American by now. So I don't feel like I deserve to get restrained as an American citizen. I don't think I did anything bad on the internet. I feel over the years I didn't even have the time of the conflict or the accusing me of being not a good an American citizen online or I'm still your disabled combat veteran after 9/11. Michael Commiso. It's like you all know how to be friends and be cool on the streets and go to the cool parties, but somehow, right now, how many people are in trouble with the law because you have to pay some corny ass fine or something? You know what I mean? I know I'm not saying the world is perfect, but I don't think we could come as a human being on planet Earth. We could come close to perfect as planet Earth. I feel like no, our planet lived this long for us to destroy it overnight as human beings is kind of bullshit. It's a type of a bullshit on the internet. So the further I look into the world as a global nice guy to everybody in school and teachers, because that's the person I am. I'm just a nice person. But then I look out to the world and it's like, damn, Fred Tate would have fixed instead of putting Fred Tate into college, he should have sent that kid to NASA or something, and he could have figured out how to solve the. Would there be no wars? Fred Tate could have solved wars. Yeah, we needed that kid from that movie. You all sit there and claim that you're out for our safety. Well, how much safety do we need if we're capable for ourselves as Americans and a human being by now? Let's keep ourselves safe as a person. Ah, that's not how the world works. That's not why I see all this bullshit. Like, how could people still have a nervous breakdown over nudity? I don't understand. It, you claim that there's big problems in the world that needs to be solved, but then you hating on one person on television. If we had that much problems in the world, we shouldn't have time to hate one person on television, you know. But that's not the case. So is it one person that screws it up and we have all this? Or do we just are idiots and can't see you hating on each other for no reason? Because of that one conflict of what are we human beings on planet Earth by now? Or is that the question? So when I was on the wrestling team, I had more things on my mind as a guy on the breast. I guess I was distracted on the wrestling mat, and I was tired. It's hard. I didn't say everybody was mean to me in school and everything, and maybe I took things the wrong way because I didn't understand at the time. But I'm a kind of guy you could party with by now, and it's like I don't understand. I apologize if everybody took me the wrong way back home because I'm labeled as a disabled combat veteran or something. But I'm your disabled combat veteran after 9/11, Michael Commiso and my battle buddies. And I feel like my battle buddies should be proud of themselves that they are be able to say that they're disabled combat veterans. So that's why I don't understand how I feel like you're kind of hard on me back then. Because, for one, I get it. There's viruses. Apparently, I'm so stupid. I click on one site, I get so much viruses on one shot. And that's how horny the world is. You all sit there and acting like you don't know where everybody is, but you hack each other 24 hours. So there's no hidden internet. I don't like it when people say there's a hidden internet and we are not capable of fixing the internet because of the hidden internet. That's stupid to say. Because if we're socializing on the internet, everybody knows what the internet is. If everybody's socializing about the hidden internet, everybody sees the hidden internet on the internet. But I'm getting treated like I'm stupid. But I'm not stupid. I graduated from you in high school. I got myself in the military. As I got help from my coaches and teachers that taught me a subject in the school and I paid attention in that classroom. Yeah, I may not remember everything they taught me, but I got an idea of what the subject is. I have something to tell you. And so I understand what it means to be a disabled combat veteran after 9/11, Michael Commiso. I'm not sure yet. Because I'm getting misleaded as to you taught me when I was in uniform as a soldier, and you even got it on American television and probably on the internet too. There's no secret. The internet, if the internet's not a secret. You see, I get distracted and I forget what I'm about to say because I have to be Fred Tate. I felt I felt like Fred Tate was I felt like that movie was like a comedy. It was about a kid that was getting bullied in school. I don't know if you oversaw that in the movie. He was different, and people taught him and treated him differently. As the teacher raised on Fred Tate, as how the other kids was sitting there, he treated that kid differently through the whole damn movie. Well, Fred Tate just took everything and he oversaw everything. And I felt like that little kid was trying to fix everything. The reason why I want to learn math is I want to help my mom earn more money so we won't be poor. That's the reason why Fred Tate was looking into wanted to be know more about math. But nobody saw that in the movie. So that's why everybody's giving Fred Tate a hard time. But Fred Tate was trying to be a good friend, a good son, and a good student and all through the movie. But you didn't see the parts that Fred Tate. I guess when you watch the movie, you want to see the whole movie, but you don't see the character going through the movie. You just see the movie. I followed Fred Tate to the movie, and he just was getting bullied. And Fred Tate, you could tell Fred Tate was getting frustrated because he didn't want to be mean to his mom. He didn't want to be mean to the teachers. He didn't want to be mean to the kids in school because he was Fred Tate. That's why he was drawing on the damn. I know how to draw. How come nobody likes me? I know how to draw on goddamn cement and a goddamn schoolyard. Well, you didn't see that. That's why it was funny. Because the kid was just trying to make friends and understand the teachers and help his mom get a good job. Apparently, he was a genius in the movie. And he was just a kid, Frank Tate. So I'm just Commiso back home. I didn't realize I had to take on the law. But that's not America, you know. We got freedom, so we don't have to get, in trouble with the law. That's why we got American freedom. Right? You go out the door to have your good day. You try your best to get along with people. But I understand the conflict of you're a human being, we're all human beings by now, kind of thing. That's the internet. I feel like by now, hopefully, we all understand that we're all human beings using the internet. As now, I guess they're AI, artificial intelligence robots smarter than me that can probably do the math. And then Frank Tate is like, I try to figure out how to do all this shit. You come up with these goddamn robots, and now you tell me my math is more wrong. That's Fred Tate too, coming out in the theaters. It's coming. He said, I'm fucking Fred Tate and I'm an adult. So I'm trying to tell you what's going on because I'm Fred Tate and you told me I was a genius in the movie. And now you don't want to listen to me because you don't think I'm a genius and Fred Tate too or something? You know, smoking weed on the beach trying to get laid all around the world. That's all people, the only reason why people go to the beach is to get laid. For years, that's the only reason why people go to the beach is trying to find some, have fun and find a lady. Then I look into Fred Tate's eye. Why would Fred Tate go to the beach? Yes, I feel like Fred Tate knows, understand there's women in the world. Fred Tate will enjoy the ocean. Fred Tate will enjoy the sand. You all forget about that as an adult. And so as you try to teach your kids, you're not even there. You're not going to even get connected because that kid's going to say, what the hell are you talking about? And I'm like, well, I'm an adult. And I don't even know what the heck anybody's talking about as an adult. It's online 24 hours a day. So I was not exactly, I had always tried to figure out the answers because I always felt like I wasn't smart enough, or that's how you make, I don't know. I just felt like I had a speech impediment, so it took me longer to read things. As you all read so fast through the book and took what in, whatever, I had it. Sometimes I had to reread the page and figure out what was going on. So I didn't get a chance to read a lot of books back home. I only read the books that they gave me in school. And if there was, I saw a few books in the military. It's all, I don't know how many books you need to protect yourself from law, American law, as American law is a system that protects the American people as I'm like, I understand why it's so hard to be a president because there's already a system there before the president comes to the office. And you're like, well, how can, there was already a president in this office, so it shouldn't be that much conflict in the White House. There's like, well, how many? 49 now? How many presidents in the world? Each president actually probably took the time and tried to fix America. That's the reason why people become a president. I highly doubt how you treat your president on live television and how you treat your soldiers and everybody on live television looks bad on live television. But that's not what you taught me at middle school as an American child, as an born in the USA, an American man. You said the American law is by my side, and I will go further in America because I'm an American citizen, and I can achieve. the way of life is of our American freedom. And I'm your disabled combat veteran after 9/11, Michael Commiso and my battle buddies online. Everything's got a GPS, everything's got an address, everybody takes you actually taking your time to actually monitor me even more and you waste your time on me and acting like I'm a conflict. So that's why I say, damn, the more I look into the world, it's like, damn, if I was Michael Jackson too, I would stop singing to the world too, all the bullshit that you all talk about and acting like it's so hard to fix. And I'm fucking trying to figure out how to help Fred Tate in the classroom because he was trying to find friends in the classroom. And even when he was good, I felt when I was trying to put my, I guess, is that what everybody do when they watch the movie, trying to put your feet in the character's shoes? And well, I was trying to figure out Fred Tate's situation in the movie. And I was Fred Tate, and I said, I wonder if, I guess I am a genius. You got kids acting like kids and having a good time, and they're all looking at me like I'm trying. Are they really sending this kid to college to try to teach the professor or the answer or the college the right answer or something? Because if Frank Tate knew the answer or something. So even when he was on his little, I, that's why he became a genius. He had time to distract his mind and figure out the answers. You guys don't. You're all distracted trying to figure out what it means to be a kid in the world. Why should it be that hard to be a kid in the world? Even using the internet. It shouldn't be hard as to we grow up as an adult, as to do forget what it means to be a kid again. That's why I'm Toys R Us kid. I don't want to be an adult. So far, I felt the reason why I wasted time on this planet over the years is because being an adult on the internet. But in a way, if you think about it, you didn't even get a chance to use the internet. It sucks. You know, I have the reason why I do things, and you guys sit there. This is the reason why he does things. So we have the ability to go in your life and sit there and talk bad about me, and I'm like, you know, it wouldn't have been any conflict if you'd never even tried to screw each other as people in the world. We'd all be billionaires in the world and we're having a good life. And it wouldn't take that much more effort to breathe the oxygen on planet Earth as it does now, as using the internet. And you're just stressing each other out. So we're all psyching each other out on the wrestling team, and you psych the crap out of me, so I want to wrestle you. I knew I could pin this guy. I did it. I felt like I pinned this guy before. That's every time I go in the mat. I got upset with myself. I wasn't up. I didn't wrestle my senior because I was upset with the wrestling team or the coach or anything. It's because I felt like I needed a time for myself as Commiso in the Breakfast Club, that I was never invited to any type of breakfast club. I feel like if schools had breakfast clubs, man, everybody get up even more early to get some breakfast, to get some food and shit. Because, yeah, you all claim that you hate school, but, you know, you're all sitting in school knowing that you're all chilling with your friends in school. So, I'm Fred Tate, sitting in Fred Tate, I'm like, oh, the kids don't understand? I don't know how much effort it does to find out if you're a genius or not. Or if isn't that how hard it is if just because you don't understand a genius either? I'm like, I thought I was getting along with this. They wanted me to tell the answer. They all looking at me. That's right. The only reason why the teacher probably asked me or the Fred T the answer because the teacher probably didn't even knew the answer. What the Fred Tate said, which number of these are whatever, and he said all these numbers got that. And the teacher looked at it and said, it looked like she didn't even know the answer herself. And then he put Fred Tate in college. He finally got a friend in college. And that's all. He's an adult. I said, we can't be friends. I'm an adult. I gotta hang with adults because you're a child. And the child's like, well, it's too fucking late. You played pool with me yesterday, motherfucker. You're gonna play pool with me today? What the fuck? That's what I would have said as Frank Taylor in the movie. And he used the Frank Taylor staring at him. And everybody thought he was sort of like, what's something wrong with this kid? Because he just like, what's going with everybody in the whole freaking movie? He tried to help out his mother. He said, "Oh, I finally, yeah, I go to college, baby. Yeah, might know the answer into college, but I'm just a kid." No, he went to college to try to make friends. He didn't care if he got the answer right. He was wandering through the hallways, and then even when he was like, this kid trying to figure out the art. He said, don't touch that art on the table. And I'm like, I'll be wandering through school. If they put me into college somehow, I'll probably be wandering through the hallways trying to figure out how I got to college. And do I step into that door and get into the classroom or not? And that be the movie. Where's that student at? I saw him in the hallway yesterday. Where'd he go? That'd be a funny movie. You see a kid in the high school every single day, but nobody knows where he is. You don't see him in the classroom. He's always in the hallways all the time, trying to figure out how to get into the classroom. And that's like using the internet. Nobody knows how to get into the classroom on the internet anymore. That's what's going on. That's what Fred Tate was like. I just go in the hallways. That's the Fred Tate too. Where's Fred Tate? Fred Tate's in the hallways. You didn't know he never even left the school. He was still in the hallways. He's in the hallways for some reason. Especially, you probably forget Fred Tate was in the hallways. The mom probably forget that Fred Tate was in the hallways. The students forgot that Fred Tate was in the hallways. His teacher forgot Fred Tate was in the hallways. Everybody say, where the hell's Fred Tate? And they find him the next day in the hallways. That would be the movie. And the meaning of the movie is any day, everybody kind of goes, can I come to the party in the hallways? Where the hell is it? I apologize and I walk in the classroom the right way. I feel like I did sometimes. But he was in the hallway all the time. And he was wondering, is I had to be in school all the time. And he never had fun in the movie as Fred T. So Fred T had a damn nervous breakdown. And you try to figure out how can a kid have a nervous breakdown in the movie. He said he almost yelled at his mom. He almost yelled at the teacher. He almost felt like he wanted to beat up the kids in the hallways or in school because he was like, I'm doing the same thing you're doing and trying to be cool in school in the classroom, but you always forget me that I was in the hallway. That'd be the funniest movie in the movie. It'd be some kind of genius lost in the hallway. And it'd be like, all you had to do. And then maybe one of the kids would figure out where French Kate was. It'd be me. I'd be like, what are you doing in here? So, you want to come in the class? French? There'd be Martin Lawrence and Frank Tate. Teacher Chad, big ass, Frank Tate. And oh, I get lost in the hallways too. I can't figure out where the hell the classroom is. And I'll be just lost all through the damn movie. You'll be a character that's lost in the whole movie. And you're calling this guy a genius. Well, how much losses does everybody else uses the internet? So I don't know how much extra viruses you get a year on the computer or extra scamming on the internet or extra whatever. But even if somebody directs you to the real world, why do you call the internet eh, eh, what is that the real world? What the hell is real world? I'm a human being. They say once you get into the real world, you're lucky you're in school, you're lucky you're in the military, you're lucky in all. I'm trying to figure out the real. You put this pressure in school to your kids in high school that once you get to college, you gotta be serious. Felt like Fred Tay had fun in college with playing the piano with his new friend. Then he got sad. Can't understand why his friend didn't want to hang with him anymore. And he says, oh, because he was an adult and I had to hang with other adults, and that's the only reason why there'll be no more kids on the internet in the future because everybody has to be an adult on the internet. And I'm like, to have an imagination, I don't think it's that strict to having an imagination in now. I don't think you can have an imagination if you're uptight and stressed out. So in a way, maybe I understood Frank Tay. He was trying to get away from everybody in the movie. He understood the rules. He understood to get an A in the class. He understood the teachers. He understand everything and put all this pressure on this one person. There's billions of people that use the internet 24 hours a day. So you put this pressure that everything's one's fault kind of situation. But you're never going to get anything done and improve anything if you blame one person. Maybe I saw that in the military. We all can sit here and say this is the reason why, this is why. Well, in a way, if we don't get the job done, they're going to be here all night. So I figure, hey, just get this shit done. Because I have the most wonderful time serving my country because I had fun with my battle buddy. So, yeah, I understand friendship, and I had friends in school. And, but you forget about this kind of stuff because you have to be cool in school. You got to show how you are as a student to the teacher as you get older. And then you got parents. Now they try to teach you you're old enough to do things on your own as an adult. So that's why I understand the conflict and all the bullshit in the world. If everybody could see the internet acting overnight, that nudity came overnight on the internet. What hurt my feelings? How the court talked to me like I was an idiot. I deserve to be in here because you all know how to be naked at court and not get in trouble, and so for you to get mad at me. But in that case, millions of people on the internet is naked on the court 24 hours a day, being naked on the internet at court in front of you at your eyes. For you overreact like you never saw nudity and you never saw a disabled cop. I don't act like a disabled combat veteran or what's Do we have to be like, I feel like, oh, when you meet a veteran, it's kind of obvious that they're veterans. The way they walk, the way they talk, the way they're stressed out, don't understand that I flew all around the world and over oceans, and but I'm not smart enough at this course to talk. I'm going to get in trouble, or you will get upset and say the right thing and get me in trouble even more because you are assholes or something. I don't know how many people are assholes or met assholes in their lives, but how many people get viruses that fast on their computer to get to sites? How many sites that people use 24 hours a day? Don't they rank? They rank sites on the internet. So if the law allows people to rank sites on the internet and make them number one sites and then get mad over something overnight, acting like they never went on the number one site. That's not the whole purpose of the internet, to get ranked the number one site. And nobody's on that number one site, and everybody's liars on television, and everybody. That's why when I look into the world, it's the more bullshit that I see. So if you really think about it, we have no reason to hate each other or as people on the internet. You guys are, that's how much bullshit there is on the internet. So you all had to go out of your way to monitor my computer to know there's some other naked person online. That's how much extra time you went out of your way over the years as you all call somebody a name and you all perverted and all that and being bullied like I'm in high school. I went to court to be bullied like I'm in high school. And the more I get angry, the more I do want to punch somebody in the face. And that's what they do. They want you to punch somebody in the face. That's how they get you in trouble at court. But I'm still your disabled combat veteran after 9/11 attack at court in the hometown and state of New Jersey. So you all went out of your way to just to talk bad about me online. And do you actually feel good about yourselves? As you talk bad about me online, I'm supposed to talk bad about myself on the internet to the world as I'm a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. And I'm here defending my flag and country, and they sit there and acting like they hate that nudity not damn much. The reason why porno make billions of dollars is because billions of people watch it every day, but I'm too fucking stupid to understand that as a disabled combat veteran after 9/11 attack in New York City. It's a lot of money. To have good site. This site needs more nudity to make this site to keep going up. But that's what happens. So when the lawyer looks at me like they want to kick my ass because I'm a piece of shit soldier, I feel like I have to sue you because it feels like the lawyer's helping the court. That's the judge. Why you judge looking at me like I'm a piece of shit soldier after 9/11? That's how I felt. Because you call me a name, and now you're allowing me to treat me like whatever you want on public television. Because you decided to bully me on live television and act like you're going to make me feel bad that I'm getting called a name as a disabled combat veteran after 9/11, dude. Yeah, that's how much bullshit online. You all sit there asking why shit happens, and you're worrying about sitting there acting like nudity is the worst shit on the internet. I could die on television as your disabled combat veteran after 9/11, but they're worried about my cock and balls online at court as a disabled combat veteran, and I'm sitting there acting like, oh yeah, it's the best subject that can come up at parties around here nowadays. Acting like they didn't grow up with family matters and shit. Yeah, sucks, Michael Jackson. We sit here as people online, watch our naked ass 24 hours a day. Well, y'all can sit there and hate each other for no goddamn reason, but we got balls enough to watch each fucking naked 24 hours a day at court around here. That's 24 hours a day, dude. So how much more do I take to say that's bullshit that anybody can get in trouble with nudity on the internet nowadays? You must have had to go out of your way to come up with a goddamn statement like that and trying to make me feel bad. And I won't be a good parent one day because I know how to draw, I know how to do math. Well, eventually it may have speech impediment, but I can still read this book and understand it. And that's not how people have been talking to me since I came back home as a disabled combat veteran. Reason why I stayed in school and stayed on the wrestling team, I understand. I don't want to be on the streets and be homeless and have nothing as an American citizen. I worked hard my whole goddamn life for people's identity and take things out of my account without me knowing and get mad at me. Well, how the hell you get mad at a bum on the street? Well, people even get mad at bums on the street and they're living on the street and you don't even have to call this person a bum. And all you had to do is have a system in America and nobody has to be living on the streets. But no, you guys hate for no reason. So I don't understand how the law sits there and monitor the internet of billions of naked people online. Only your family and friends can be naked online because I got the badge and lawyer and everything. And over time, people will look at that and get mad at that and wonder why there's conflicts online on the streets. I'm not sure if I came back home alive to get a conflict or how, why, or what, and when, and who, and whatever. How people can't do what and how, why, and all that. I came alive to come hang with my family and friends. And you got a chance to hang with Commiso back home because I came back home alive from war. But all you do is hack my computer and judge me every day. Or monitoring my computer is the same thing, hacking my computer every day. When I'm the only one to be on the computer. I'm the one that bought the computer. I'm the only one that should be using the computer. But I'm an idiot that's trying to defend my flag and country. Well, everybody's hacking my computer and touching my computer. Hacking my computer is just, I don't even know why they say they have to install a program on my computer while you just going to hack my computer anyway. But I'm not smart enough to understand that. Why do people talk to me? It's because I don't understand. Just because you can't explain why you did this to me and get mad at yourselves back home as you're Americans too, and I'm still an American hero back home, it's not my fault. I don't feel like I should have got deserved to treat it like anything like I did. Because I didn't even have time to click like everybody to see the hidden world online. You're treating me and discriminating me because you know for a fact that I'm a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. So next time somebody mocks me, you know that I'm a veteran now. Anybody that's good, let's go out of their way to make me feel why they doing this to me because they know that I'm a veteran. That's the internet. There's no top secrets online. It's the social media, and all you guys still come up for a reason why to say bad things to each other Well, we all grew up with family, man. That's why the more I look into the world, I don't want to look into the world no more and say I like my world. I like being an artist. This cop and this law and this judge and this lawyer and whoever's scamming me, lying, I could draw you and look at you and draw you. That's how good I was as an artist. But I can't do that, can I? I'm too stupid to fucking do that. So why can't I sue somebody for money? Why can't I be heartless like everybody else and sue everybody? Because I need a better life as I do. As I am an adult, 40-year-old adult back home. The only reason why people take your money and sue you, they don't want to look bad themselves online. They don't fucking just want money from you. That's what happened to Michael Jackson. Of course I know who you are. How the hell Michael Jackson been on the internet all these years, and every kid and every adult was okay that Michael Jackson was on the internet all these years. You overlooked that too, all the years I've been on the internet too. I think I taught your kids in the world more than you sitting there on the internet trying to find a reason why to hate somebody online as your disabled combat veteran after 9+. Those were very kids' times. So that's why the more I look at the world, that's the reason why I collect things online on eBay. That's the reason why I like watching Family Matters. You claim that our streets were so hard to live on, and we all grew up with Michael Jackson and Family Matters and Boy Meets World and stuff. Now everything is an app. Wasn't in the singing. There's no, like I said, in the future, there's no more cable boxes, as they got Fire Sticks, and I was right. That's maybe somebody stole my ideas from us. Because everything is an app. So that means every site now is a channel. If you're acting like you're not smart enough to act like you don't know what's the higher rating, so people don't want to watch this shit no more, why there's crime in the world in the first place, as to you all grown up too fast. And you're teaching everybody, as your kids growing up too fast, how to hate, and they can just screw somebody's life over and don't even question about it. If you're the ones coming up with the name to screw my life over, why do I have to pay you for you to monitor my computer just to sit there and screw my life over? Why do I have to pay you to call me a name after 9/11 attack in New York City? Why do you sit there and you're supposed to be my hometown law trying to take my benefits away from me? Do you want my debit card tomorrow at court around here? Well, we don't give a fuck. It's all your name and make you look bad as a friend, a family and friends, and a soldier back home. That's all. I make $1 today is the reason why you took a job. No, that's it. That job must be super hard to do. If you took that job because you want to earn more money. You take a job because, yeah, you want to earn money. You took that job because you like to be a cop. You like to be a judge. You like to be a lawyer. You like to help people. It's the reason to become a judge. It's the reason to become a law. You like helping people. Oh, having a day too. You want to get out of court now. You don't want to send me there after 9/11 attack. You're disabled combat veteran after 9/11. Michael Commiso in the battle body. Oh, no thanks. I'm too pumped to eat. Running late. We always had to hurry up in the military, be on time all the time. Hurry up and wait. It's the best respect you can give your soldiers after 9/11 attack in New York City. As a disabled combat veteran after 9/11, Michael Commiso. He's just too embarrassed. Like I said, it sucks that people view the internet. It's the internet, and that's the reason why everything is wrong. Well, we invented the internet, and the sites is a channel. Those sites are not sites no more. They're apps, right? I guess they're apps now. They're not sites, they're apps. You install this site or app to your computer house. and your cell phone or television. It sucks that people can't lie. I think it's like they lie the fact that they're human beings and never absorbed and viewed a nudity when there's nudity everywhere nowadays. Act like nudity is some kind of hidden world on the internet. And how the hell anybody can be naked in the hidden world if nobody knows there's a naked world online? So there's no internet hidden on the internet in the 21st century. You're liars. They lied about me punching the cop, and they lied what was on my computer and make it look like worse than it was, as you try to force me to get in trouble because you can't handle my name on the wrestling mat. Commiso back home as your disabled combat veteran after 9/11. Michael Commiso. Feel like only reason why he hated me, because he was tired of hearing Commiso. Are you tired of hearing my name back home? I'm back home alive. And I served my country, and serving you in the United States is an honorable thing to do. It's a respectful integrity. They teach all these words. And that's what you become. I became a respectful soldier after 9/11 attack. And my battle buddies all know. I deserve more respect to get looked down to. Like nobody can bail me out after 9/11 attack in New York City. While everybody nowadays have sex on the internet, on live public places outside. There's no internet if everybody's outside having sex outside. Even you outside having sex as a judge, as a lawyer, and everything. But you teach your kids like they're idiots too. When you become an adult, every kid in school is a Fred Tate. And you forget they're kids. And as an adult, you forgot you was a kid yourself. So don't sit there and act like sex. What's sex? Sex and that must be fucking cool as hell. Come up with fucking rap music that has sex in it, and you would dance to it to that club as a judge and the lawyers and everything, and have a consent. Oh, it's cool because that rapper's singing about it, and it's cool, and everything's okay about it. Whenever I sing about sex, oh, you want to take more money? Seems to me the more you say sex online, you all become billionaires in the world as a human being on planet Earth. But I'm too stupid. I'm too stupid. They treat me every day that I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I guess that's the mentality. If you treat somebody stupid, you become stupid. Oh, I think that person get frustrated. As Fred Tate got frustrated in the movie, because he knew the answer, and he couldn't understand. I thought that's what you wanted me to go to college for, to give you the answer. But you even got mad at him in college, and he was a kid. So, I don't know if you're rubbing the fact that only you could use the internet now, and that's the best way you can communicate with each other. You gotta always up each other. You gotta always scam me, hate each other, lie, talk shit about each other. But that's not what they taught me in middle school. They didn't taught me that stuff in high school. They didn't taught me that stuff in the military. So if my court act like I didn't go further than high school, I did go further than high school. As I got art on my Facebook account. You know, man, I feel like the only reason the law is monitoring my computer, they want to know more about my family, and it's kind of weird because that's what they taught me in the military, to watch stuff like that. As I was trained to come back home alive after 9/11, while we was at war trying to defend ourselves by some crazy people on the internet. So I don't know how much it takes to hate our people or a person, but I feel like it takes a lot. And we don't even have to hate each other at all. That's how much it takes. We're too fucking tired to hate. Too tired to fight. But no, I feel like since I came back home, everybody wants to pick a fight with me because they know for a fact that I was trained in the military. And instead of welcome back their soldiers back home, I had to go to court and act like nobody can sit there and act like they can't do nothing for me. And they're just sitting there and acting like they can't do nothing for me. And that's not what they told me on American television. That's 100%. I got VA. I feel like the VA can help me way more. You know, not no disrespect to the VA. I'm not trying to point out anybody. But that's the whole point of going to the VA. You want your veterans to go to the VA. Your VA is going to help you with your benefits. Your VA is going to help you get a better health. And VA is going to help your family. The VA is going to help everything. That's true. We got a whole bunch of Americans outside in America that can help veterans outside. You know, it's cool that we got the VA in America. Veterans helping veterans. Holy crap, veterans are smart enough to understand, man, we got to go to other veterans to get help back home because they're not smart enough as Americans online and as the law acting like they're not smart enough to help the disabled combat veteran after 9/11. So they lied. I tried to tell the judge they lied. Feels like the judge just wanted to go on with the procedures and act like it was blind to the fact that I wasn't even in that court as your goddamn disabled combat veteran. There, you're blinded to the fact that there's an internet as a human being. Hey, nowadays, it's cool to use the internet. So no disrespect to anybody on how much you gave. That's the respect they can give me at court back home. This is the much respect the law can give me in this American law. I highly doubt there's that many bad guys in America. And I highly doubt there's not many bad guys around the world too. And I'm not a bad guy. So the reason why I got it offended and disrespected at court, you look at me like I'm a piece of shit soldier after 9/11, and I'm your goddamn American hero back home as your disabled combat veteran. I can't say that. There's only a few people who get mad at that. Then you all sit there and why people fight and hate. Why is this stuff happening? We all grew up with family matters in the world. Everybody act like there was no American television. There's American television all around the world by now. So everybody grew up with family matters all around the world and grew up with Michael Jackson on television. For you all to sit there and this hate, you're just a you don't want me to make it. Oh, sat there, do you want me to win? I feel like I have to win to protect my American flag and country because nowadays I feel like you're all going out of your way to make me look bad. Because compared to all the bullshit all you did on the internet, and blame it on this guy, he did it. That's why there's billions of naked people having sex online 24 hours a day. Sex, 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 sex. So it's all over the internet. Sex, sex, sex. Well, it's cool you get good points on the streets when you have sex, 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 sex. Oh, it's cool to mock the soldiers to have sex around and mock them every day, day, day. And I'm happy to say that I'm your disabled combat veteran after 9/11, Michael Commiso in the battle. So you all can sit there and acting like you can mock me and do shit to me. But what does that mean to me? I got myself through a lot of bullshit back home, and I'm still proud enough to say that I'm a disabled combat veteran. Is that what you want me to say? Do? The only reason why you don't want me to talk about me to say that I'm a just. So you don't have to treat me with goddamn respect no more? Damn, we don't have to treat you like a kid no more because you grew the fuck up and we don't have to give you any kind of type of fucking respect as kids in the world. That's what you teach your kids in my hometown warrior back home. I went to Long Beach Island with my dad and had a good time. That's the reason why I like making YouTube videos. I didn't realize I had to let out a lot of feelings, but I had a good time with my dad on Sunday. And we went to Long Beach Island. The reason why I wanted to go to Long Beach Island is because my grandmom died, and I had being a kid is like you take that away from them, or take that away from ourselves. You forget being somewhere for the first time, experience something as going to Long Beach Island, and the reason why I'd rather go back in time like Marty McFly and Doc and bring back the good memories. You all saying there's bad times in the 80s or bad times in the 90s. Or eventually, you all be sad every day. Who the hell can watch negative on television every day? So when the news sit there and everybody sits there, they can watch news every day. All you do is lie to me. But I'm too stupid to understand what a lie is. And everybody's lying to themselves. And it sucks. And so I try to go back in time, and I had a good time going with my grandma, with my family, and with my brother and my mom and my dad to Long Beach Island. Because grandmom always brought the sandwiches. Grandma was always ready to pick us up. Grandma was always there to take us to the beach. Because grandmom likes like going to the beach. And I think grandma was happy just to make us happy as grandsons and my mom and my dad. So it's cool that the store that I grew up in is still there. Because a lot of stores and places that around here closed down, and I grew up around here. So I only got a few haters. And I'm not disrespecting anybody. I feel like I'm standing up myself at court saying you're wrong. I'll be a good dad. Just because you claim that I can't doesn't mean I can. Just never even got a chance to be a dad one day as a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. But at least I'm smart enough to know that, man, I know where Long Beach Island and Seaside, and then one day I can take my kids to the beach. But you're all uptight and monitoring the internet 24 hours a day. Even my hometown court and law forgot about taking their kids to the beach. So I wanted to go along Beach Island, and I said, oh, I climbed this light tower. Burgundy, Bergen, what the hell is it called? You know what it is. Oh, it does something. Oh, it does something. Where's the button? Oh, well, the battery's probably fine. Well, I didn't know this thing does something. Well, it probably glows or something. Well, anyway, I'm collecting things on eBay and trying to bring my childhood memories back. And not everybody's doing that now. Then I got this. Apparently, the lighthouse been there longer than I thought. A pirate is a shot glass. Is a big shot glass. All the bullshit I went through, this is a good shot glass to me. So Then the pirate lines. And I got this at the store. Just Santa Claus going to the beach. So I got that. Then I got a postcards, but then I got this at the store. Long Beach Island Reader. I read some of it. And then who wants to write about a bad story all the time? People go to travel around the world to have a good time. People were tourists and we was taught to be explorers in schools as Christopher Columbus traveled around the world and we're meant to travel. That's why we got planes. We're meant to travel around the world. So I don't know what the haters are, but you're corny to pick out certain people over the word sex and nudity while you act like you don't have sex in your homes nowadays. You know, it's funny, even bringing up that subject, nudity and sex. That's how easy it is to go online and figure out what's going on online and everything. But that's not what I'm getting taught back home. You can all get mad and teach me the law wrongly back home and act like I'm some kind of, I'm not capable of doing anything. And I'm 40 years old and I'm like, I feel like don't quit. My battle buddies don't quit. No matter how hard the lawyers or how the courts around or how people are hard on you back home as my battle buddies don't quit. Because I figure out why there was pirates in the world. They liked the freedom on the ocean. We had all these rules on land. That's why there was pirates. They said, fuck this shit. I live on the ocean then. I didn't realize as a human being it was that fucking hard to live on fucking land. So I'd rather be on Pirates of the Caribbean drinking with, what's his name? Johnson saying, hey, well, I understand why you have to be a pirate in this movie, in this world. There, look at this. So yeah, no, I think whatever, man. It's advertisement, right? Advertisement. Isn't that what all the internet is? It's about advertising. So if something getting advertising on the internet, I highly doubt that site is hidden from the world. How are you going to get customers if a site is hidden from the world? So you're wrong. The lawyer lied about that too. I bet the lawyer don't come front to the judge and say, see, whoever my lawyer is, that's the problem in the world. Only one person watched nudity online, right? Only one person had sex and had billions of kids around the world. That's what they're going to teach you in college, kids. One person came up with all these kids all around the world and all these adults all around the world. It was you, Commiso. You did it all. That's how college is. You teach your kids how you are capable of being anything you want in the world. But shit, when you go to college, you gotta get an A. You gotta have money. You gotta have no people. The only reason why you're in this college is because you know people. Where you get that money from? You gotta have money to do something. You gotta have a dollar in the world. If you don't have a dollar, and then you get mad at that person not having a dollar. And you work your whole life to earn that dollar, and you get mad when he has a dollar. So that's why I understand Fred Tate in the movie. Fred Tate probably could have taught everybody, and he basically was teaching his mom. And he was like that kid was like forgot what it means to be a kid in that movie, and I was the meaning of the movie. Even a genius needs to double check their answers. Just because you're some kind of AI robot online, you gotta double check your answers too, Mr. Robot or Mrs. Robot, AI robot watching me on some kind of freaky whatever app, AI robot app kind of thing. I guess the robots are hidden too on here. Everything's hidden, hidden. Oh, if you don't talk about it at court, nobody knows that you're naked online yourselves online. I hope the law don't look at that internet like that. The whole world knows that the law is naked too on the internet, and I hope you are smart enough to know that for a fact. As that's all people do in the 21st century. We're human beings. That's what we do. We have sex. You all got jealous of me. It don't matter what girl I talk to at the party. No matter who I do, what I do, you get jealous of me. You see somebody trying to achieve, and then you allow that person not to achieve because you're some kind of corny person on the internet. You're just a bunch of haters. But we went so far for a few people to be mean on Commiso and acting like, oh, I'll be a better dad. You know what? Once the veterans to talk good at court, I'll be a better dad than all you guys at court for you guys to sit there and try to talk bad about me as a disabled combat veteran. And you know how much effort? No, no, I don't hate my judge. I don't hate my lawyers. I don't hate the cops. I don't hate the law. I don't hate anybody. I'm not a hater. You know what? I'm going to live a better life. You can push, shove me and bully me back home and call me a name at court around here. I'm still going to be a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. Michael Commiso in Nevada, buddy. So, over the years, I feel like making goofy videos and singing along with some songs. And I feel like lip singing was easy for me. I promise. Don't excuse me. I have to check on my brain. But you all don't see that because you're some kind of hater blinded by hate. And that's our television. Our television, our music, our television, and everything. It didn't have to be so hard. That's why classic, well, I guess it's classic now. Classic rap. Like old school rap. Like old school rap. Because nowadays, I don't even know what anybody's rapping about. So they rap so goddamn fast, and then like once you understand it, it's like, well, this he just rapping what the other rapper sang the other day, or in a different way. You know, we all meet in the center on the internet. There's no hidden internet. So whenever you put everything on the news, right? You claim you put everything on the news. I don't see billions of naked people on the news. You're wrong. Because once you get over with that one naked person, you all become billions of naked people still on the internet. So technically, you're lying to yourself saying that you hate that person that's naked on news. You're just a bad friend that didn't help him out and acting like when you guys could be naked online 24 hours a day. Well, I wasn't taught that in the military because they taught me how to respect my battle buddies and my friends and family and everybody. But I got combat PTSD. If you like it or not, I was in convoys. Look, my battle buddies, they once claim that they want to help you with your benefits and everything, and then they try and take your benefits away from you, like they earn them benefits themselves. My hotel course try and take my money away from me because they earn their money from themselves and serve their country after 9/11. This is a disabled combat veteran. I promised my dad I wouldn't have anyone over. That's not cool. I don't know. Do people go to parties just to go talking about each other and look at each other and hate each other? Oh, I feel when my battle buddies party with me, I was shy and goofy. I didn't know if everybody liked me or whatever, but I was just still Commiso. And you all lost a chance. You all lost a chance to get drunk and have a good time with your friend back home because you're all uptight acting like you never had a good time in your whole life and don't know how to do it. But that's all American television. All Americans do is party all the time. You- So they're lying about the parties on the line. They're lying about everything. I don't know who's lying and lying. I'm not pointing out anybody. You're lying. The fact that nudity is a natural thing. Nudity is part of your life. You don't need the internet to know what nudity is. It's the same thing for sex. Sex is a natural thing. You act like sex is some kind of thing that came from outer space. No, we're from the animal kingdom as a human being, and this is our planet, and we got oxygen, and we got human rights. You invaded my privacy and put out my name online and act like I ain't a good American soldier online. And I gotta take that and represent my flag and country. And I'm just sitting there taking it up the ass for what? Because I'm your disabled combat veteran after 9/11 attack in New York City. So it's so much Commiso could take. So I hold all my feelings in so I won't hurt your feelings. But I gotta let out myself sometimes, don't you think? And what I see is bullshit on the internet 24 hours a day, acting like people can't get along. And all you guys do is talk bad about each other on the internet. So, whatever. That's the best thing you can do for your soldiers back home. Now, come on, bring it. Or bring it. Bring more of your nudity of lying on acting like they're not naked themselves, and then people wonder why people get mad at court. Your job is not make people, American people, get mad at the law. The law's there so the law people make the people happy. Laws to make people happy. To protect and serve people. You took that job to serve and protect people. Not talk shit about your disabled combat veteran after 9/11, acting like you don't know what nudity and sex is. And every rap song sings about it. Every music, rock. Don't you? You don't even have to say sex and know what sex is. I don't know how people get offended of a word that they dance at the club with and get mad at somebody like that. So that's how I can't believe people can overreact over nudity and sex just like that and act like they don't know what that is. That's why it's bullshit. So, reason why I missed my grandpa and grandma. Well, it would have been cool to get some wisdom from my grandpa and grandma. Because they're the people that didn't get a chance to use the internet. Seems, what can I say about the internet? All people do is sit there and talk bad about each other, and that's your entertainment, and wonder why everybody's having a bad day. Because in a way, hearing negative news affects the whole world. We're tired of watching negative news in the world. Because I highly doubt people want to watch negative news or television. And it's hard on your life to watch stressful shit. So again, what's everybody doing again? You're the law that's monitoring the internet. When you act like people are not monitoring the internet. It's not just the law monitoring the internet, the whole world's monitoring the internet. So seems to me everybody just uptight and act like you can't hang with me back home, and now you came up with a reason not to because you're some kind of. And in a way, I felt like you forgot about me on the wrestling team in a way, you know. And I'm a disabled combat veteran after 9/11. No matter how badly you claim that you can talk bad about your American hero. This is really, really cool. I served my country after 9/11. I have something the coolest to talk about at the party. I don't have to be anything or not. I can be myself. That's why it's cool partying with Commiso. I can be myself and have a good time at the party. You all got to be different. 'Cause all you guys do is lie about yourselves. How can you don't know how to fix anything? But it seems to me that planet Earth wants to live. Seems like the animals on this planet wants to live. Oxygen. You know, you could all say that and this and that, the outer space and that. This planet lived billions of years because planet Earth want to live billions of years. Planet Earth is alive. And we're just human beings as dinosaurs has been on this planet longer than human beings. As dinosaurs, we're giants as compared to the human being. So, this is your disabled combat veteran. Had some pocket monsters, but time goes too fast. And I didn't get everything I had to say because I still have good things to say. I didn't come on YouTube to say bad things. When my mom and my dad gets upset and my brother and family, I try to make goofy videos on the internet. That's why I was goofy in the military. I'm just a goofy guy. And for you, now you want to know what's wrong with the world? All people have time doing nowadays is sit there and scam each other and screw people's lives over on each other. There's enough people where we don't have to have wars and violence and crime on television anymore. You're wrong. News got low ratings. Crime shows got low ratings. People want to go back and Cheech and Chong time. People want to watch comedy and superhero movies. Because it wasn't so hard as you claim it is on the internet and television. That's people, I bet you $1 million. Babe Ruth was friends with Jackie Robinson. If you explain how Babe Ruth was, Babe Ruth didn't care about who anybody was putting down Babe Ruth in the field. So Babe Ruth probably stood up for Jackie Robinson and taught him something because he's Babe Ruth and he wanted to be a coach. Babe Ruth wanted to be a coach. He tried teaching Jackie Robinson because he's Babe Ruth. So, man, maybe Babe Ruth had to get out of the damn saying, you don't want Babe Ruth to field no more. You won't get Babe Ruth's homers anymore. And I'm your disabled combat veteran. If you guys want me to talk good about myself and you all look like idiots, that's fine with me. Because I don't talk bad about anybody. I'm just Commiso on the internet. And I'm trying my best. That's how hard you push. It sucks that the law knows how to push you and bully you and get mad at you. But that's not American law. As I not trying to talk bad about anybody, as I feel like you guys bullied me at court and try to make me feel bad so I can mess up to stay that much longer at court. That's not American law either, and that's not American law either. So somebody lied, you scam, and lied and scam, and I'm just taking it. And that's why I guess that's what you gotta do. I get it, right? As my battle buddies and veterans, just take everything. And you deserve a really good life back home as veterans because we stood up for more than you standing up at court and talking like I'm enough nobody. It means a lot to me at court that I served my country after. You all can sit there and call me a name. I had the balls to fly all around the world and serve my country after. So I had some Pokemons and bucket blisters. I They're making me do things that I don't want to do back home, and that's what's slowing my process of me drawing. And maybe I could figure out what the heck Fred Tate was talking about. This is a disabled combat veteran after 9/11, Michael Commiso, and the battle buddies online. At least I did something with my life that caught around here. Whatever, I'm your American hero and my battle buddies online. Michael Commiso.